All right, everybody, welcome back. Sorry I missed last week. Man, the roller coaster never ends just when you think you got stuff sorted. A bunch of stuff unsorts itself. We'll get into that in a little bit, but welcome back to Yukon Valley. Farm Sim 22, of course. And when November's coming up here pretty soon, we ought to be getting that next Farm Sim. I'm really wondering how many other changes are gonna affect gameplay. I'm really curious as if they're going to be able to keep like the mining sim. There's been talk so far, as we discussed on a previous episode, that because of the deformation with the ruts and stuff like that, you may not be able to keep the mining one. And I like the mining one, even though I haven't been using it a whole lot at the moment. It's been really good. Or terraform, I guess. But yeah, so today I've threatened it a bunch of times and I haven't done it. I mentioned before how we did Max and I had done some modding to the speeds on some things just for fun. So yeah, we're gonna kind of look at some things. I gotta buy a couple things yet, I think. But, I think two of them I already have. I believe. Yeah, that one. That one. Oh, wait, no, shoot. I did it to... Damn, I don't even know if I have that one. I'm not even sure what I did to the Steiger. I may have done something to the Steiger. I may not have. I transferred a file, but I can't remember if that was the right one. It's been too long since I was tinkering with this stuff, so I've kind of forgotten some of it. And I got a thing popping up here that's stopping other stuff from showing up. There we go. But yeah, so where are we at? Where are we at? I need to buy the dumbest car I have. Oops, that's screenshot. I always do that. We need to buy a new vehicle. Should be under cars. I put this one in here ages ago. I haven't brought it in yet. I just thought it would be kind of funny to bring into the game. So I wish you could adjust the color. That would be about the only thing I would change here. Well, maybe not the only thing I would change. If you look at the miles per hour here, yeah, there's just saying that something has changed. I may not have changed all the info, but I might have changed one. It won't go that fast, don't get me wrong. But yeah, you can tell it's been tinkered with. Let's go ahead and get ourselves one of these. A Flintstones mobile. I got so excited when I first saw this in the workshop. I thought this was just a great idea. I couldn't wait to drive it. And it was okay. It was all right. But better now. Well, better is a subjective term. It's almost uncontrollable at certain times. But yeah. There's 300, 400. That building. Uh-oh. I don't think we're supposed to have clipped inside there. Well, if you ever wanted to see the inside of one of the sugar factories, there you go. Not a whole lot going on in here. No wonder they don't get anything done in reasonable time, huh? How do I get out? Well, I can get out. Okay, I got it. I know how to do. All right, so we'll tab to get to the next vehicle. And, actually, let's just tab till we end up back on our farm. There we go. Good enough. All right, and then let's see. Yeah, I think, yeah, map, right? Yeah. And then look for the car stuck in a building. Reset it. There we go. There it is. So that gives you an idea of what we were up to. Unfortunately, Max has been hauled away for doing his they call it turnaround. It's basically where you work so much that you don't have time to play games anymore. So But yeah, I know they've had some issues, and he's been on turnaround. When they re-upped the extra work, I haven't even heard from him now in about a month. So this is actually the calmed down version of this car. When I first made it, it would sit and spin its little stone tires and do a wheelie. Now get used to that tumble, because unfortunately, we are going to see that a few times with these tests. Thank God I didn't make it go crazy in reverse, but yeah. Alright, there's the train. There we go. Mine. So this is where we were doing most of our testing. Max and I, we just left all the grass. Uh-oh. How do we flip a car again? Remember how to flip a car. I really don't remember how to flip a car over. You have to reset it to flip it over? I thought you just had to... Oh, wait, no, you need the hand. Super strength. What was that again? Man, I have been out for too long. I apologize, people. But like I say, I actually wasn't planning to stream today, but there we go. But I decided that even when things are just completely screwed up, sometimes it's best to just go and chill and hang out and do the thing you would have normally done that day anyway, and just kind of see how it goes, you know? So the electrical issue is still a thing. I'll give you guys a quick rundown. The electrical issue is still a thing with the rig. That's just been a cash flow thing, so we're waiting for parts. Waiting to buy parts, which is a good thing because getting struck broke down 2 days ago. It was overheating, and yeah. And then actually, I guess we got to start a little bit further back. So remember, I had to go over to my kid's house, and we were going to straighten up a bunch of stuff. I had to get some cars working and whatnot. Well, got that taken care of. Took way longer than it should have, but we got extra time for it. My old car that I'd bought for my kid eons ago, it didn't want to start, even though I'd done a bunch of work to it before parking it. It had been parked for like 5 years. It's not a surprise. But I didn't follow my better judgment and keep it, because I knew what it was, and I knew I could fix it, and I knew it wouldn't cost much. Because I've always kind of wanted to keep that one as an extra vehicle around in case needed. And I couldn't get any enthusiasm from any direction that was a good plan and should do that. And instead of following my better judgment and keeping a very reasonably good car for what would have cost almost nothing to fix or keep, I did let it go away to the crusher to get, the junkyard to get it out of the area. And then, of course, 2-3 days later, Kitten's car breaks down when we would have needed it. So that sucks. But can't live in the past. Move forward. This is a secondary mistake. Her mechanic, which I have made fun of many times on this show, for the company she works for, swings by to take a look at it. Instead of going and deducing my own recommendations for it, my own symptoms, I went with his recommendations. Like, okay, it's a thermostat, no problem. By the way, thermostat on a Pontiac or a Buick Enclave is not no problem. Wow, you got to take a lot of shit apart. And then, for any of you who've worked on your own cars, have you ever seen? Usually a thermostat is you take 3 bolts out for the housing. Oh God, pull a couple hoses off. And I'm out of practice. I can't even hold this thing straight. Couple hoses, and what's this? Oh, plowed field. Okay. Uh-oh, we've lost. We're going to end up in a lake. Oh, wait, no, we're going to clear the lake. How fast was I going? I didn't even look. Anyway, fairly simple operation. And then you pull the old one out. It's just sitting in there and put a new burn. Stupid. There we go. And you plop the new one in, put the new gasket in, put the new cover back, or put the cover back on, tighten down your 3 bolts, and apparently jump into a lake because you missed it the first time. No, I cleared it again. Okay. Stop. I would jump out. I'll never find it again in this grass, so I'll have to reset it. Hey, he even landed on his wheels. Good for him. All right, let me try to get over here. But anyway, and then you put your hose back on and fill it with fluid, and bam, bam. Well, thank you, ma'am. You're done. So apparently on the Enclave / Traverse, I guess, is another one that the Chevy Traverse, I think, is the other one. It shares a common setup, you know, with other vehicles in the same range. Apparently that one, you need a special tool, and most mechanics don't even use it. They just buy a whole new thermostat housing for like $100. A thermostat's like a $10 part. Why on earth is that a thing? I don't get it. So I sent Kitten to the store because she's now 10 miles from me and I have no vehicle to get there. And tell her to get the thermostat for her vehicle and blah, blah, blah. And even the guy behind the counter is like, are you sure you can do that? Are you sure you know how to do that? I heard him say it a bunch of times because nobody buys just the thermostat, apparently. Bullshit, I do. Anyway, yeah, both videos, neither one of them, they both, when asked, can you buy the thermostat separately? It says you replace it as a unit. I'm not spending $100 for a $10 part. Call me cheap, call me whatever, but yeah, I think that where there's a will, there's a damn way, damn it. What it turns out is it's even that hard. I don't even have the right tools for it, but yeah, it's kind of locked in with spring pressure. So it's got 2 tabs on it that hold it in place and a spring pushing it up to really hold it in place. Anyway, I don't even know where I am right now. What the hell? Is this one of my fields? Where am I? Oh God, Alzheimer's is kicked in. I don't even know where I am. I need an adult. Anyway, oh, there's where I'm at. There's my house. Okay, I got it now. I need a lawnmower over here. So, yeah, figured it out. Got a couple screwdrivers on there, pushed down, had Kitten hold the housing, turned and popped it out, popped the new one in, wham, bam, thank you, man. Put the whole thing back together, which, like I say, that actually is a big cluster. You got to take apart pretty much everything on the right side of the engine to get down there. Fun times. Anyway, got it done. And was sitting there letting her idle to warm up, and everything's good. Can't get across this. And then I just released the parking brake for the hell of it, and it rolled back just a little bit and then caught, you know. And I noticed the temperature went up a little bit when it shifted the car. I was just kind of doing it just to release the brake and kind of see if I can get any air bubbles out and whatnot, because, you know, it's kind of a thing. Anyway, the temperature went up a little bit and then went back down. It's like, well, that's really odd. I guess I'm going for a drive. I mean, I'd plan on going for a drive anyway to test it before actually heading back to the house. But hadn't really planned on doing it just that moment. Need to park this somewhere. Park it by the trailer here. Anyhow, so I go ahead, I go park it. Or I go around the block, and as I'm going around there, I've got it shifted into first gear, so it revs a little higher because it's a slow area. But want to make sure that it gets a lot of work done with a little bit of airflow. So if it's going to overheat, I'm going to force it to overheat. Anyway, by the time I'm about halfway down the trip, the temperature starts really climbing. And I mean, this wasn't a long trip. This was around a oversized 4-block area, basically. And so turn the heater on and all this other stuff. By the time I get back to the house, she's hot. So I get back and I can see 2 spots in the driveway. Basically, if this was her car, on this side where it had dropped a bit of coolant. So over here, whereas the thermostat's over here, it's a transverse engine, so it's sideways. Front's over here, back's over here. Which immediately makes me think there's only 2 things over here. There's one hose leading in, and then there's a water pump. I'm really hoping it's not, because you thought that when I told you about how much I had to get taken apart over here, I even have to take engine mounts and the fuse box and everything out of the vehicle if it's over here. Got to take the wheel off. Got to take the fender. See this one? See how the fender liner's not there? Yeah, they've already had to do a water pump. On this engine, oh my, this setup, this car would be so easy. You just put this up on a jack stand, take this tire off, walk right up, just zip, 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 right about there. About 5, 6 bolts. Take the belt off, pop that thing off, throw it at your neighbor, put the new one on, yell at your neighbor, or laugh at your neighbor when he's yelling at you, finish it up, tighten her down, put the belt back on, and go away. Flipping off your neighbor. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway. But yeah, so they really squeezed that thing in there. And that's so I immediately, when I get back to the house, I get online, look up the pump. First 3, 4 of them I see are between $140 and basically $180. Sorry, I had to grab a quick drink. But yeah, so it's a little worrisome. That's expensive as hell. Up on Amazon, $25 for a well-rated, well-reviewed version. And it can be here by Friday. So, good times. But that's going to be a big job. Now time for the second speed test. This truck was always just a little too slow. It was hard to get anywhere. It ain't that hard to get anywhere now. It's a little hard to stop when you get there, though. I was hitting the brakes. It didn't work. You have to kind of watch your speed a little bit. But if you've been missing the fact that there are no airplanes in this game, this fixes that for you. You can fly over most of the map. Yeah, if you really want to do jumps and stuff like that, boy, I don't know. I don't remember what the top speed I got this thing up to was, but I want to say, because on a different map, I built a dedicated racetrack, basically. Well, it was on this map, but, where was it? Can't be far from it. It was up by the brush line, or the edge of the map line. And I modified the front loader, front wheel loader. Oh. I can get across that. Now let's just go backwards for now. I modified the front wheel loader to have that massive amount of capacity. If you remember, I had that, I accidentally brought that in over here, I think, before I went back and changed it. Yeah, so okay, this is where it was. Now you can't modify up here where it would be nice and easy, because this is off the map technically. But you can go way off of this map. There's no like hard border that stops you that I have found, because let me get the map up here. We scroll out, so I'm right here right now. I have flown off this edge down here at the bottom, and the top actually, all the way through the frame and off into the picture, and tumbled till I'm just gone. I think it was, I take it back. I think you can only go through I think once you're through the frame, you disappear. I'm trying to remember, but I know it was way more, it went way further than I was expecting. I was watching it on the map, and I was already long gone, and I was still flying. I think I just kind of assumed it was off the picture. I don't know. I wish I could reproduce it, but without that map, the other one loaded in and with all the stuff on it, and I don't have that one set up and ready to go. But yeah, I took that big loader and I went from, here, get the map again, from the lake over here, from actually right about here, and made a paved road way down into here. I would say probably somewhere in the neighborhood of here, maybe a little bit more down. I made a flat paved road and just carved it out. Man, that took forever. And Max went the other direction. He went and paved out into the water. His might have been the smarter way to go. I think his was easier. Mine was fine for the beginning, but it got very, very difficult once you were hitting the really tall mountain. It slowed you down to no end. Or I think with the water, I think he was managing to keep up like 4 or 5 miles an hour, where I was managing 1 to 2 miles an hour. But yeah, it was thank God for cruise control kind of stuff, you know. But you can do stuff with just this but it's just not that flat. Let's see what we can hit real quick. There's 400. When you can't accelerate when your wheels aren't on the ground. Come on. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Now you're just showing off. Quit levitating. All right. But yeah, that's kind of the long and short of it. So I've watched several. God, the one part on this one that I'm having trouble with, and I couldn't figure it out, I've been trying to figure out, is how to stop the duration of acceleration. That rhymed. But if I tap the button, it seems fine until you hold the button for just a second longer. And now it just keeps on going. The longer you hold it, it seems like the longer it continues to accelerate once you release it. It makes it, that's one of the biggest challenges to getting this to control, and I actually haven't messed with this stuff since I did it, so I don't even remember what I got to tinker with to even fix it. But here, let's see. Yeah, I can't even keep the wheels on the ground enough to do anything. Get the brakes. All right, one last try here. Then I got to see what the hell I did to the Steiger. I don't even remember doing anything to the Steiger, but it says I did something to the Steiger, so I'm going to go... I transferred the file out. Oh, and when you get up too high, all your sound disappears. When you're off map too far, yeah, they take your sound away. I can tell you it does go over 500 miles an hour. That is a thing. I think the highest we hit was something like 800. I think it was 700 or 800. I want to say it was 8 something. But I remember Max, he's got this really massive dump truck. That sounds really inappropriate nowadays. But why am I walking? There. But he's got one of the mods with the really oversized dump truck, and oh, not that. And it's really not very quick. So he wanted to make it faster, and he was having trouble. So I'm like, here, send me the file. I replaced it with all the shit I did on this one, and he put it in there. And he's got a dump truck that does like 600-700 miles an hour now. It's rather amusing. Oh shoot, I gotta fix that. What was the button for that? I don't remember. How do I change the steering again? It was a combo. Control Y. Why not Shift Y, doofus? There you go. All right, let me get her back to the house. You can drive this. It's not hard. Mostly. You just have to watch out for bumps, as I was going to say. Because any bump, it's hard to go so slow that you don't just launch over any bump. But you just have to tap the gas instead of floor it all the time. I mean, you can get around at 200 mile an hour pretty easily overall. Even higher than that if you're really careful and don't have any major bumps. But even at the normal... Oh, shoot. Forgot about the trees. But even at the normal 100 miles an hour, 120, whatever it's supposed to do, 111, I guess, there, it's still on there. You can flip and fly with this thing fairly easy, so... I think that's more a nature of the vehicle than it is the ultra speed. Okay, maybe a little of each. All right, I'll give you that now that I climbed the sheep fence just trying to go around a corner. Never did put any sheep in there yet. Come on. Don't make a liar out of me. I said it could be driven fairly easy, damn it. Oh, yeah, so that was a fun thing. But, got one more to tinker with here, quick. And you guys know about these already. These we didn't mess with. Those are just the ones that came that way. Also ones that help us figure out how to tinker. Actually, for the most part, if it wasn't for the Flintstones car, Tiger slower. No, it's the same. This is just the modified Steiger. This is, yeah, never mind. That's the modification I did that made it go 22 instead of 15. Well, crap. I just replaced its file with its file. I thought there was something a little off, because the one I was looking for, and I'll have to do it another time. Maybe I saved it in a different spot, or maybe I didn't save it at all. I hope not. That one was actually way more fun than it should have been. I did it to the big bud tractor that you could put the triple wheels on. And that one actually worked better than anything else that I made the mods on. So it was a lot more stable and just it was actually a lot of fun. But there's a chance hold on. There's a chance I left that one in because that one isn't a no, I couldn't have. Never mind. I would have had to have pulled that one back out. That's a bummer. I'm sorry. But, all right. Well, now, in 1 second, Kitten's blowing me up over here. I need to see what's going on. Okay. All right. There we go. Just had to make sure everything was good. With everything going sideways lately, when you see a bunch of messages pop up, you definitely want to check it out. Make sure nothing else is going on. So what else? What else? That's still growing. Does it need anything? Fertilized. Fully fertilized. Weeding should be all done, right? Come on, load up. Says they're all dead. All right, that's good. All right. What about rolling? I don't think even doable on any of these fields anyway, so yeah, I didn't think so. Wouldn't matter. All right. Shouldn't be anything I need to sell or anything else. I guess we can go on to next day. Haven't done that in a minute. Shift Z. Hope I didn't forget anything. I mean, there's other things that have happened as well, but yeah, it's just that's enough of that shit for right now, huh? Yep. As far as bad stuff, good stuff is still alive, still rock and rolling, still moving. And I can fix damn near anything if you give me the tools and the parts. So I told her, we'll get her up and running again. Might take most of a day, but I'll do it. I'll get her fixed. But yeah, so needless to say, with everything going on, all these extra things, the extra stress, this, that, and the other, that's why the stream wasn't there last week. But yeah, that's why I'm not terribly surprised. There's not hardly any turnout for this week's, but hopefully see you guys again next week. I'll have a much better news report for you. We will see. But yeah, that was about all I had. It was going to be a short stream. Let's see if anything changed. Not fertilized. We need to go back to growing. But yeah, that's why I put it for just the speed stuff, because there wasn't a whole lot of that left. What is going on there? What's going on with this field here? And ready to go? What? That's all weed, isn't it? It's not planted. Did I not plant that? No. Definitely weedy. Okay. What? Actually, why am I doing any of this? I can just look at it and see. It's carrots. It's harvested. Son of a. Oops. Need that tractor over there. I totally forgot to plant it. Apparently. Didn't realize it wasn't done. Well, you know what? This one needs it needs plowing, so sugarcane should be ready soon, right? Right. Can't get through there. Well, yeah, I can. Sugarcane won't stop me. The olives and the grapes have made me fear for hitting anything. All right, so let's get these folded out. Just gonna plow the whole damn thing then. And move over to the edge there. There we go. That looks... Get a little overlap just in case I got a crooked line on there. I do like that as long as you don't have anything interesting turned on, it won't screw you over with that. All right. You know what I mean? You can overplow the edge and it'll still work fine. All right, let's get that one. And we're going to plow with this one too. Yeah, we'll do a little bit of farming yet. Yeah, it was mostly just going to be to show off the mods and let people know why streaming is a challenge at the moment. Didn't want anybody thinking I forgot about you, because that sure as hell didn't happen. Like I say, even last night, I was like, there's no way I'm streaming tomorrow. I'm just so stressed out, this, that, and the other. And it's like, woke up this morning, I'm like, no, you're definitely streaming today. Need to get your routine back in order. Even if it's just the 1 day a week routine instead of the 4 day. I definitely can. That's a little beyond my ability at the moment. There's just too many things I got to keep my eye on constantly right now. But having the 1 day a week where I come and hang out, I'd say usually more fun when there's people to hang out with, but I understand with how things have been, so yeah, had to make sure I just didn't do that just because everything else is a little wonky. Doesn't mean this was. This streaming's always made me feel a little better, so thought I would go ahead and do that. Here I be. And we'll cultivate from here, or plow from here with our cultivator. All right, and does this one have a bunch of horsepower? I think it's got enough horsepower. I don't know, we'll find out. We will find out. Come on. Thank you. All right. We got this guy going right down the middle. Speed thumb things along. I can't believe I forgot to plant this thing before I advanced the month. That sucks. That's like a legitimate oops there. That's those are harmful. All right. On the bright side, we got big cultivators, or big plows. They can make fairly short work out of this, hopefully. Okay. Come on. Is there even anything to show for doing that? Oh, here. How did I turn plowing off? No, I turned weed. No? What did I turn off? I don't remember. Turned something off. I don't know. It said need plowing before, so I'm plowing it. Alright, so... Is it just me, or is that bottom one going slow? No, it's just me. Okay. Seemed like maybe he was slower than the others. Everybody doing about 9 miles an hour? Everybody doing about 9 miles an hour. Okay. Just making sure. I love the look of this tractor. You know, usually my favorites are the articulateds, the bendies. But, I don't know. I like the look of it. I wouldn't actually want this tractor. Most of the time we didn't need front duals. I mean, just rear duals would be enough, but, I don't know, I like the look of that tractor. But, I gotta say, though, my favorite's still the Steiger. If it wasn't so slow, might modify that again, then, I'd wait, I'd go that route. Hold on. Sorry. I got mildly distracted. One of the other problems just sent another email. Let's see. I need to see the response to this. Basically, a place holding money like it's hostage. Blah, blah, blah. Remember not to submit blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, yeah. Good times. Blah, blah, blah. All right. We'll do that right after stream. Might have gotten hostage negotiations resolved. I tell you, for those who remember, I used to have an investment account. It got decimated when the stocks fell. There's just a little left in it. But the point is, right now, we really need that little bit. And before that, I was planning on moving it over to I was planning on still working with it and just putting it in a long-term investment, even though it's literally only a few $100. But right now, a few $100 is, a few $100 needed, Thanks, Anric. Appreciate that. You're still alive, dang. I said the same thing. But yeah, so I was moving it over to another account that had a higher interest rate and stuff like that. So even if I wasn't invested, it would still gain more interest, even though that would mean almost nothing on how small of an amount it was. But anyway, all these things went wrong. Needed that money out. Went to go remove it, and they denied my request to remove it to my own bank account. If anybody does investing, I highly recommend telling Moo. It's actually highly advertised and sounds great on paper. I highly recommend to just double finger flip them off and walk the other direction. I have never had to struggle so much where my money felt like it was in a hostage situation in my life. I wouldn't touch them with somebody else's nickel. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Oh, and you can't even transfer your money out of it, but they'll be happy to have you transfer your money from any other place into it. That's a double standard bullshit. Don't appreciate it. Don't respect it. Because when all this started, I was like, well, I'll just transfer it back out and pull it out of the other one. No big deal. The transfers are free, so who cares? And yeah, no. Absolute trash. I would never touch a place that makes it hard to get your own cash back out. Especially, like I said, even if it's not much. The point, it's a principle. I don't give a shit if it was $10. They are, in my opinion, slimy, thieving bastards. Because every day they can hold on to your money, even if it's $10. It doesn't matter. Your money goes into a giant pile, and they earn interest and stuff like that, and invest that. So they don't differentiate. If they're doing it to the $10 guy, they're doing it to the $10 million guy too. Every day they can hold on to it, they make a ton of extra money. And it just shows shitty, shady business practices. So yeah, watch your ass and read the fine print. I should have seen that. Oh, we need rock picking too. Look at that. That's right. I haven't rock picked this in forever. How you doing, Anric? Is the wife recovered up nice? She should be pretty well recovered by now. It's been, what, quite a while. But yeah, so apparently I finally gave them enough flippin' documentation where I've proven that my account of over 20 years that I've run 2 businesses. Oh, technically, shit, I didn't even think about Twitch back when it was doing better. That I technically run 3 businesses out of, including international trade, and never once have I had to verify that to that extent. Unfrickin' believable, the bullshit hoops I had to go through to get this to where they are now saying, let us try it again. I mean, literally, international trade. Other countries, shipping, customs. You'd think if anything needs to get verified that I'm a safe and secure person and this is my stuff, when it goes through customs, you'd think they'd really want to make sure that was the best, that one was the most secure. Nope, no problem with that. You could ship $50,000 through here a month, no problem. Nope, easy peasy. Yep, nope. But hey, you want your $500 back? Give us your blood DNA sample. I want your heritage bloodline, your the 3 fingers off your firstborn son, hand, and 2 of his toes. And then maybe we'll resubmit it and see if you apply, or see if you meet the requirements. Screw Moo. Stupid ass account. Screw them. Should have known. You got that stupid of a name, you probably have stupid policy too. I'm glad to hear it, Anric. Glad to hear she's doing better. I figured as much. I mean, everything's better than what it feels like right beforehand, from my understanding. I have not had it, but I watched my kid, and I tease him about things and whatnot, but he usually can take a pretty good beating. Not literally, but with work and whatnot. And seeing him, he was in more pain than I've ever seen him in before. So apparently that's quite a awful thing. They had to rush him right in and remove it. That was he's almost done paying it off. Actually, no, I think I'm wrong. I think he finally paid it off. That was 2 years ago. But yeah, fun times. Actually, he got really lucky with his income level, even though it was a decent income, don't get me wrong, but the hospital just wrote off a bunch of it without even being asked. I thought that was weird. So he only had You know, you got couple thousand to pay, but nothing like the horror stories you always hear about. I went in to get remove a toenail, and it cost me my house and my sister's house just to pay for it. No. I don't know. I know they have to write off a certain amount every year. I just don't know how they pick it all. I don't remember how that works. But hospitals are required to give away so much every year. I just don't remember how and why. Something to do with receiving federal benefit or something, I think. I don't know. I gave up trying to figure that shit out ages ago. But, well, Anarch, what you playing, man? If anything. Last time I talked to you, you weren't really playing much of anything. Has that changed? Nope. Huh. That's a surprise. I thought you might have found something to at least tinker with for a while. So if you're not playing nothing, what are you doing to fulfill your time, sir? You can't just say watch YouTube and stuff because you did that while you played, just like I did. So I'm curious what you're doing to fill your time. Interest is there, but have not pulled the trigger or anything. I tell you, I'm in a similar boat on that. Yeah. This is the most I've played this week of any kind of real game, you know? Kind of wild. Ugh. I'm glad I did, though, because just watching this till up, you know, this is, for most of people know, this is my favorite part, watching the major transformations. This is relaxing. This is relaxing me. This is good. I'm happy. So reading a lot of stories. I can't do that one with my eyeballs the way they are anymore. That one, I have to listen to a lot of stuff. I can watch video and whatnot, but trying to read fine print too long, not fine print, but you know what I mean. Trying to read too much doesn't do well, especially when my eyes inflamed like it has been for the last 3 days. It's been a good time. But it's getting better again too, so that's partly with the stress level going down of getting her car at least figured out what's wrong so I can finish fixing it. I wish it was in the yard. I would have that thing at least taken apart now so that when the other part shows up on Saturday, I can just throw it in and start putting it back together. That way I can at least split it up over 2 days, because I tell you, I'm sore as hell today from just doing the other one, doing the part on it yesterday. That was only 2 hours, but it's 2 hours of twisting into weird positions and standing up on your tiptoes for half an hour at a time because it's in awkward places way in the back of the engine bay, and fighting with things that haven't been removed in years and years. But like I say, got it done. Not only got it done, but even did the part that mechanics don't do, and swapped the thermostat instead of replacing the $100 housing, which to me, that is just such laziness. It wasn't that hard. If I can figure it out of never doing that before, what the hell is a person so cheap they can't use a cast part? It's not like the part's broken. Not even close. That thing will outlast a truck. But you're such a cheap bastard, such a lazy prick that you're gonna, or not cheap bastard, lazy prick. You won't, there's got to be a tool that does it. You won't spend the 20, 30 bucks to buy the tool. You're gonna do these things regularly. I mean, hell, you give me some heavy duty wire, I can make a tool, a one-time use tool that would have made it fairly simple. But I mean, even then, even without that, give me 2 screwdrivers, I'll figure it out and make it work. I mean, I did. It's once you figure out the concept, that's the hardest part, honestly, and figuring out why they did it. I never did figure out why they did it, other than that's just, I have no idea. It makes no sense the way they did it. But like I say, for those who weren't here, a thermostat's normally a drop-in item, and then you put the housing over the top. That It's not got this weird spring-loaded twin tab mechanism you got to force down that has like 160 pounds of pressure on it, and then twist to unlock it, and the tabs have lips on it to make it hard to do that, and blah blah blah. It really, I don't understand the point to that one. I'm not sure what the benefit of it is, but also I did it, figured it out. It's on. Why are these mechanics charging poor people? Not poor people like no money, although some of them probably are, but just people in general, to replace the whole part. It's just laziness. And I guess it's not their money, so what do they care? But, you know, it's that kind of thinking. It's what most of people don't go and get their car fixed anymore because, you know, if you get a bill, so that's a 2-hour job, right? So figure 100, 150 bucks an hour. We'll go with 100 because why not? So that's 200 bucks just for labor right there. 200 bucks for labor. Do you really need another 100, 150 on for parts? Because they have to mark up the part too. So if they buy it for 100, well, that's 150 or whatever anyway. Versus the $10 for the part, so 20 bucks for the part. That makes a big difference. And I don't know that it's supposed to be a 2-hour job. Honestly, the mechanics I watched doing it took longer. So, I don't know. I don't know what the book time would be, so. But still, it's a difference between over 300 and just a little over 200. That's obnoxious. And that can, you know, be the difference between somebody getting a repair done and somebody not. And I don't know. It just seems kind of shitty and shady to me. I don't know. And it's not like anybody can't do it. I didn't have any special skills doing this. It didn't take any of my more advanced knowledge to figure out how to do this. I watched a video and it's about as clean as, or about as plain as day. Nothing fancy had to be done. The only thing that was fancy that had to be done would have been the thermostat, and that, because I you know, the part of me wishes I'd have recorded that since I could not find any examples of said thermostat being removed and replaced. Would have been nice to have one, I suppose. But I did not record it, so I could not post it for people, unfortunately. I didn't even have my phone with me. I couldn't even have recorded a bad copy. But, yeah, but anyway, Henrik, what I was going to say is, I haven't forgot about the ARC thing. It's just with everything else going on right now, I can't do something that's going to take being back on the 4-day or 3-day schedule at the very least. Because, yeah. I keep thinking about it, though, and that is one game I would like to play. I have not played that now in well over a year. And, yeah, let's just say the drive is back to want to play it again. But I definitely need to be more stabilized again. You know, when it started back up and I was doing the farm sim, you know, when we started back up with the live streaming on YouTube and stuff to go with it. Wait, no point at the moment if all you can do is what? Yeah. I thought you were going to say something was broken. I was like, oh, God damn it. Yeah, exactly. If one day a week on that game just won't function. But when I started back up with the farm sim thing, you know, everything was, I'd fixed enough stuff where things stayed nice for a while. But yeah, so I'm back on the gotta fix stuff to get stuff stable again for a while. On the bright side, the thing that broke in the rig, I think it's just a solenoid that is bad. I just have to find the right one and then, you know, make sure everything else is good before we put more money into that. Because there's, right now, I've got a workaround on it. It's a lot more tinkering, pain in the butt to do because I got to swap things back and forth several times a day. Make sure everything stays charged up, but it works. So I can still get around it. But I would like to have it fixed, not just work around. But it got me thinking about other ways to power the rig that we have potentially at our disposal. And we may have a smarter way to go about this going forward. We have to, like I say, first things first, Kitten's car, that's first priority. That way they can get back here to the house and it's not just me sitting around here. But because right now she couldn't get back and forth to work if she was here, so she's staying at her brother's house. So good times. But yeah, so that's the first thing to work on. And if we can get that sorted out, we need to order 4 things, wire in 1 thing. And I have the wire. Need a couple of extension cords and a charger and a portable meter. But yeah. So, and then we should have more reliable power, and it should save us money also. So, that's the plan. So far. We'll see. Sometimes it's good when something breaks because it starts making you think about how to do it better. And, don't let Murphy and his weird laws hear you say that, though, because he'll find a way to put it in your butt sideways and make you squeal. In all the wrong ways. Alright. But, let's see. Where are we at? Hey, this side's getting there. How's the other one doing? How far is he? He's about a quarter. Or third. Update. Alright. Not terrible. Yeah, these guys will be done here in a couple passes. We'll put them on the other one and it'll be done. But, yeah, like I said, the only thing I really know about the ARC server that we're going to do is Lost Island. That's not the only thing I know 100% certainty. Honestly, I have not given the rest of it much thought past that point. Definitely don't want to do a vanilla server. I mean, there's a part of me that does, but if I did, I'd want to do the time capsule. So, not doing that because I want to do Lost Island again. No, I started thinking about it back quite a while ago. Then things started going slowly downhill on things I had to take care of. So, I kind of just let that go to the back burner. But, not that it would take Anric and I long to figure out what to do with it if we actually sat and talked about it, but I haven't even been in Discord hardly at all. Ugh, I tell you. Sometimes it's a struggle, but it builds character. I got enough damn character, though. Anyway. How are we doing? 2 passes? I think. Is he gonna... Yeah, I think we're gonna be 1 extra. Excuse me, sorry. Couldn't even mute in time. That one just snuck up on me. Are these guys gonna miss each other? I think it's possible. It's gonna be close, I think. At least we won't have any weeds this year either. Since we'll get this part all plowed under. Now the question is, which one should I move? I guess I'll move this guy. If they do miss, and there's probably a single line in between or something. Find out in a second. Oh yeah, lots of room. All right. Yeah, we'll move this guy. We'll move him over there. Probably go grab a rock picker, start him on one side. Probably on this side, obviously, because it'll be larger opening. I'll move this tractor to that edge as soon as we're done with this row, and that'll be good to go. Hey, Anric, did you happen to see what was going on with Inyeto's stream? He was talking about having issues with it. I couldn't, it's unplayable. I didn't know if it was his computer not being big enough for it, the internet not being good enough on that day, or the game itself not working. I asked him, but I didn't get a response, so wasn't sure if you had seen to see what the problem was, which side it was on. Yeah, I also didn't see that message until several hours after the stream was done, I guess. Uh-huh. This is almost there. We just got to ship them over there. Let's see. Mac's working so much, and you're not noticing. So. Oh, all right. I didn't know TC admin did that, but is a separate bill for that one? Huh. That's all right. Shit happens. You know what? It's probably a good thing. We had a lot of shit on there. This will clean it up. We can start fresh. You're fired. Not you. The worker's fired. I had to fire him. You're fired. He didn't want to quit. He was a hard worker apparently. Didn't know when to stop. All right. So, get this guy down here. Please straighten up where he's not going to go at a diagonal. Cool. All right. Excuse me. Get over here. Not that truck. I need... I don't remember where I left it. Is it up here? Remember, I have, thought I had another winter wolf. I don't remember where I left it, though. Thought it was over here. I don't see any vehicles on the map, so I guess not. Not over there. I must see if I left it. That's the Mac. Just a regular Phoenix and the Mac. Okay. There's another. That's another Phoenix. Yeah, that's a man. There's one rock picker, but I have two. All right. Let's see. One Phoenix. Actually, are these both Phoenix or Winter Wolves? Okay. That's where they went. All right. Alrighty then. That's great. I haven't used this guy in a while. He's not quite as good at it as the Winter Wolf is, but you know what? We'll let him do some work. Yeah, so the server's being cleaned up. I mean, little hassle, but in the end, like I say, part of me thinks it's kind of for the best. We had so much shit sitting there that didn't need to be. Kind of a forced cleanup. Try to look at it from the bright side that everything will be fresh and squeaky new, and there won't accidentally be some bullshit running somewhere we didn't notice for some reason or whatever. Something like that. That's the best I got. This means going back and redoing all the settings from scratch. Woohoo. That's not that bad. Most of them aren't that bad. Most of them. He's got to remember some of the fixes. Things that aren't normally taken care of. It's all right. All right, so we'll get this guy going here. I thought I had 2 rock pickers, though. Huh. Not sure where I would have left the other one. Okay, let's go get this tractor. How do I want to do this? I think I should just leave them be. I'm not gonna, but I think I should just let them be. I totally won't, but I should. That's close enough to middle. I'll have the helper do it just to make sure he goes straight. Pretty close to central. That should, I'll just run 1 row on the way back. Might help cut 2 trips off of them potentially, so seems like it makes sense. We'll go with that. Alrighty. But yeah, no, I've actually been thinking about Ark again, and I just kind of missed it. It's been long enough now to where I miss it. I hadn't missed it for a bit. But running around on dinosaurs and shooting at things sounds great. Again, and building houses. I never did finish the farmhouse yard up here, and to be fair, with everything being pre-built and whatnot, it just doesn't excite me. Not that I'm a big builder anyway, but I do like everything that I build to be mine. That's all. I want to build my thing. If there's a wall there, I put it there. If it looks great, great. If it doesn't look great, still my fault. Mine. Fuck you. Go away. Mine. Who asked? But yeah. Uh-huh. I seem to remember I liking those caves quite a bit too. On Lost Island. Let's see. We'll get this tractor back to the house. And I think we got the rock picker going from that side. I might as well get a planter going from the left side. From this perspective, left side. And we'll get some more carrots in. Everything's I'm second guessing whether I actually planted this field or not. Did I actually see that it was harvested, or uh-oh. That's fine. If I didn't, it doesn't matter. It needed plowing anyway. It's been yelling at me to plow it for like 2 harvests now, so it needed it. And the money really doesn't much matter at this point, so it's all just doing it for the sake of having a good time. So, yeah. So we'll plant it back. And should be good to go. The rock picker should get all the rocks. And should definitely be able to outrun. I know I've got 2 of them. Where the hell's that other rock picker? I just realized there's no way I only have the 1. Because the size of these fields, I always started 1 on each end. I have at least 2. That way I could start a rock picker and then put a planter behind it after it got a couple of rows in, and the planters aren't nearly as fast as the rock pickers, so just made the whole process work a lot more smoothly. Looks like I got a little bit more on one side than the other, so that one's going to have 2. You'll have 1. There'll be 1 on each. I think I saved them each a trip. And a collision. Alright. Boulder up. Put this guy away. Where, oh where had my little dog gone? Where did I put my rock picker? Oh, no, that's not the rock picker. Not sure. I do not know. But what I can do though is get out here, grab another cedar, and start working on that. I think I have an idea where I might have put it. Check that in a bit. I don't know if this guy has enough horsepower for this one. Find out. How fast is he going to go? Yeah, okay, he does. He's fine. Pretty sure that's maximum speed for this thing. All right. Where? Oh yeah, I think I might have left it over on that field. On the top. Possibly. Let's see. Oh, that's a roller. A couple combines, another cultivator, an old tractor. Definitely not a rock picker. All right, well, there wouldn't be one down there. Didn't figure that was one, but go this way, y'all. And that's just a regular trailer. Well, when do I get to sell this crap? Cotton. I'd like to get my trailers back. Hmm. Eh, January, February. Okay, February. I mean, that's not a bad price right there. Even better right there. I could sell it for that right now. Klondike. Oh. Ah, why is it always that one? That one sucks. Yeah, we'll leave it for a little bit. Getting into the Klondike pub sucks for getting these big trailers in. Especially that one over there. That one's just going to be a nightmare. Alrighty. That's forage wagon, not a rock wagon. I don't know where else to look for that other one. I could buy one, I guess, but I shouldn't need to roll anything, right? Let's see. Go ahead and kill that. Go to here. Rolling. Take the weeds off. Let's see. Let's see what it says about the whole thing. It says doesn't need rolling, which I figured it wouldn't. Stones, how bad is a stone? How stoned is that field, man? Pretty stoned. Ooh, we got, oh, that's okay. No, wait. We got a little bit here. That's expected, but why is that? Some missing over here, too. Big line of red there, and then the orange. That's not good. No. These are just little stones. I don't care about this little bit here with the grapes and stuff. But, all right. Oh, who's blocked? You guys are blocked. I don't even know what this guy's trying to plow here. Him out of the way. And we'll go put him back in the shed. But yeah, no, it was definitely a good idea. I'm glad I decided to come stream, even if it's not, big stream or whatnot. It's just relaxing to kind of watch this shit happen and just kind of talk through the crap. Get it out. You can get out. Let's find out. We're going to find out where the rock picker is. I might just send this guy out to help plant that side so it's done faster. Your brakes. Okay, so yeah, rock picker's not fast enough. I don't think to accommodate that yet. So I'll put this one away. Do. Yeah, as far as resolution to a bunch of these things, the pump comes in for her vehicle on Saturday. Well, it'll be here Friday. I'll be working on it Saturday. Because it'll be too late in the day and we don't have a lot of lights and stuff like that. So I definitely need to do it during the day, even though that's way hotter. But need to be able to see, so on a full day, just in case. I mean, it looks like I should be able to do it in 2 hours or less, depending on if things go proper. I'm hoping to have it less than 4 hours, but I'm planning for having a full day to work on it. Just in case. Yeah, so that's about all I got with that at the moment. Then we can go back to focusing on the electrical with the rig. Okay. That's done. That should be hopefully. Where's rock pickers? Where rock pickers are at? I think I must have passed it. There's blah blah blah. Subsoiler, spader, seeder, planter, cultivator. Stone pickers. Yep, I went way past it. All right. Guessing it's you. Unreal capacity. Yep. Honestly, don't really care about the rest of this. Need to be black because it's a stone one. That's what color we made the stone ones. We'll run the little pink rig to make him drive it. Yeah, I'm hoping to have the electrical stuff sorted the end of the month or sooner, but not trying to force anything to go too fast, because that's when you go too fast, that's when you spend something you didn't mean to, and we don't have extra for that. So I gotta make sure we make every dollar count properly and do things like that. So how's this guy seeing, man? That windshield's dirty. I love the pink rig. Should have painted. I wonder if I can paint the frame on it and stuff too. I want to make this thing so pink. Can't stand it. I don't know. I think I wanted the black accents, and I think that the frame is just the accent. basically color, so yeah. All right. That's good. That means we can go back over here. Grab one of these. There we go. Now that one's going to get a little bit of a head start. Need to let him get at least 1 or 2 passes in, huh? But all the garbage we bought, and I think we spent like 3 million, 2 million maybe. The land is what really gets you. The equipment, you can actually buy quite a bit of equipment. Oh wow, for some reason I thought the rock picker had a bigger width than that. Did I pick the wrong rock picker, or is that just... Maybe that is as big as that thing goes. Wait for him to come back then, because yeah, I can't even start at this point. Oh shit. How much you want to bet that's my rock picker? He's not stopped, he's not stopped. There it is. There it is. Knew it was going to be you. Knew it. I says it. All right. Okay. There. I mean, this looks like the right width. We'll do a ride along with this guy for one more lap here and make sure he does what he's supposed to do. This time. We shall see. All right. There. I'm trying to think of some of the basic servers we had on there. We had one that was a basic Minecraft, one that was a basic, or that was unturned, that we could modify constantly. An Empyrean, several arcs, many arcs, 7 days to die. Whoa, 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 whoa. We don't stop until the row is done, good sir. Lazy helper. You lazy bastard. Alright, let's just do this myself for a minute. There we go. I'm definitely going to get him a couple rows in, because I think he might still hit the truck on this one, so I'll just double check. I don't know why he stopped that edge so early. I do not like that, Sam I am. At least he can go screaming around at 31 miles an hour with this one. Thank God for mods sometimes, I tell you. Yeah, Can't think of any other specialty ones offhand that we're going from there. Can't even think of any others that I would be looking for right now. I mean, I considered Unturned at one point, but not for streaming, but just to put up so Kitten would have something to play too. He likes that game a lot. I mean, so do I, but... Oh. Fire him and get this over with, because he doesn't turn sharp enough. I don't know why. If I can turn that sharp, he should be able to turn that sharp. It's not like I had a collision or anything with my own rig. Didn't jackknife or anything. I don't know why they don't turn to the full extent. It doesn't cause collision. But, hey, Sarah, Sarah. Yeah, so we'll get the stones done. Now I think I can start the other guy. I think we got enough head start. As long as he doesn't get stuck, that's going to be the problem. I don't trust them to not get stuck. Kind of dumb. Right along with this guy. Although the other guy might very well get stuck on that first pass also. We'll have to wait and see if he can outsmart the corner. I don't hold my breath on that, though, I tell you. Nope. Then we're going to have to... Why are you doing that, you dink? I mean, that's a significant chunk of field there. All right, I want to see what he's going to try to do, because this seems like all the wrong directions to move. Where the hell are you going? Why would you go this way? Now you're going to rock pick an area that's already rock picked, you stupid. Why would you... What? Why the hell is he going backwards over the field? That doesn't make any sense at all. Here, I'll take an edge off here, give him a little more room to do his turnaround, I guess, and see what happens. Probably just use it as an excuse to leave even more of a gap. Alright, for now, we'll call that good. Back here and see if that helps. I don't know. I really don't understand why he's turning the wrong direction on an already rock-picked field. Why on earth are you trying to go the wrong way? That makes little to no sense whatsoever at all. Huh. I swear they get dumber every year. In-game. Haven't played enough versions of it to know if they get dumber every generation on the game, but so far, I gotta say, they do seem dumber than they did in 19. Kind of shocking how bad the driving is, honestly. I'd have thought there would have been at least, you know, some improvement between 19 and 22. But, and I'm sure there is on the back end that you can't see, but as far as actual gameplay, they actually look like they're worse. And I don't know how the hell they manage that, but that's impressive in its own way. In 24, they probably hire them and they just sit still in the yard. They run into the first pole they can see and then just sit there. All right, let's see what he's going to do this time. You're trying to go the wrong way again. Why would you? What the hell? There's no way you're trying to go the correct direction. What? This makes no sense. You've done that side. Why are you stupid? I do not understand, Sam I am. Is he the opposite of NASCAR? Can only turn right? Only go to the right over here of the field? What the hell? Uh-huh. Why for you do these things? I mean, literally, let's look at the map. He should recognize that all these rocks are gone. Yeah, and he should go towards the rocks. Just double checking, making sure it was registering it. He's going to do it again, though. We both know it. Question is, why? Hey? No. No. What the hell? I can't think of a way that makes that make any sense at all. What's his major malfunction here? The guy we're hiring just blind on one side, can't turn that way? What's up? I haven't had this problem before. This is a whole new level of stupid that the computer's doing. Mildly confuzzulated, I tell you. Well, if anybody watching this later on YouTube has the answer, feel free to throw it in the comments. I will double check for the next stream and see if there is a thing I could be doing to make that not happen. But I have a feeling it's just the way they are. Yeah, if you guys have got any ideas on how to fix, if you've had that problem before, let me know. And if you know how to fix it, let me know doubly fast. I'll definitely check through the comments before next stream. Yeah, see, he wants to circle back. That doesn't make any sense. You're going the wrong way. What the living hell? Well, that's diagonal, though, isn't it? Yeah, can't do that. I guess I'm going to be forced to do this one pretty much by myself. Since the computer's not going to be able to help me. I can let the worker do the straightaway, I guess, so I don't have to count on my keyboard to keep working. I did bring a gaming keyboard back with me, so when we go to do Arc and whatnot, I won't have to worry about the keyboard not working. So that's a good thing. This keyboard has been an issue for any kind of sustained button pressing since about 3 days after we got it, so unfortunately. I mean, it works for stuff like this where I can put on cruise control or hire a helper or whatnot. That works, but something like Arc or any other game, it gets really frustrating really fast. I don't need any extra frustration right now. Uh-huh. And you're fired because I'm not even going to bother waiting for you to figure out which way you got to turn. actually... Is it this one? Yeah. And there. 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 I remember. Kinda. Now I gotta remember how to make him make a corner. I don't think he's gonna be able to... I'm gonna have to do the corners manually still. But, yeah. Be able to get him a little more accurate so we get more of a full row on it. This way, I don't want to hire the worker anymore. He's too dumb. Do it myself. Hope that I can remember. I think it's going to be Alt, and then the direction I want to go. I just don't remember for sure. But I think that might be it. Alrighty. Okay. Pop it, and then there. Yep, that's what I needed. Leave. There. And here. There we go. Alright, I do remember, apparently. But if I try to... I mean, on the end of this row, we'll try to let him do it, but I think he's going to get the wiggles. They usually get the wiggles at this speed. Well, I have a second. Let's see how our other side's doing. I see that side's going fine. Field's already almost half done over there. They almost got their half done, I should say. Just our side, holding up the line. But we'll get her planted anyway. We will get her planted. Feels weird, I haven't worn headphones since the last stream. So I'm trying to get used to wearing these again. They're squeezing a little more than I'd like. I'm just not used to having anything on my head like that. Alright, so there. Now there. Not gonna let him get the wiggles too hard here. We'll slow him down until he can get the line, and then go for it. There we go. That's the way I think. All right. Just have to throttle him down a bit while he makes the corner. Or we'll let him throttle down while he makes the corner. And then it won't wiggle quite so much. Anything's still faster than a helper making a corner, so. Alrighty. We see the other truck yet? He's still out of range. Too bad I can't pull this with the Bigfoot. Could do this at 700 mile an hour. Actually, I'd have to change the wagon's code too, but not gonna be doing that anytime soon. I think that bump actually helped me. I didn't have to do anything. It jarred him sideways so he didn't have to get the wiggles. Hey, I was gonna flatten that out, but you know, I'm starting to think that might be a nice little speed bump that's helpful now. Yeah. We'll reconsider that real quick. I don't think we've gotten a message for the other guy getting stuck, right? Ah, he's still going. That's good. All right. So the cultivator didn't hit it, just the rock picker. I really don't know why he's determined to turn the wrong direction. That is really strange. It's fine. It just means I got to run it myself. I suppose I could play my game a little bit. God, work, work, work. All right. And boop. Yeah, so he overturns. That's why he can't correct it in time. There we go. So then, boop. There. There, now we'll be fine again. Still faster than a helper turn, so. To that other side, I wonder if we can time that again to get them to do the right bunny hop. That worked out so nice. That was definitely appreciated. A happy accident. Hey, we can see the other rock picker. We're getting closer. He's got red wheels. I can even see that. I should have painted these red. Got a lot of wheels, too. Holy shit. Didn't remember setting up so many on there, but apparently I did. Looks like he's got, what, 4 axles? Looks like it. Granted, with the extended weight on here, that's the least I could do to make it realistic, I guess. Realistic-ish. The 2 axles ain't going to handle it. Tandem's just not quite strong enough. I mean, what kind of axles we even got? We don't even have... We got spindles. We don't have... Oh, shit! I forgot. It's not a helper. I forgot I don't have a helper. That was, he wasn't going to make that corner for me. I had to do it myself, and I almost just slammed into the sugar factory at full speed. Oops. So they got spindles on there. God, what do those things even hold? Spindles. I honestly don't even know. Pretty sure axles are stronger, though. Oh. I'm no expert in that. But, yeah. Anyhow. Now, this is actually coming along fairly quick now that I took over for him. For the helper. Helper's supposed to make it life easier, damn it. How does he manage to screw it up and make it harder? Wonder why he's only wanting to turn towards the right side of the field. Huh. I guess the east side. Or wait, which direction am I facing? Yeah, that'd be the east. No. Come on, get online. Nice and slow. There you go. South side of the field, I guess. Always wants to go south. For some reason, I thought I was going north to south back on this, but I'm going east to west. Forgot about my little map down the bottom corner. Like, I know there was a way to tell where north and south was. Uh-huh. Okay. Now, what I gotta remember this time, there's no helper to make the turn. I have to do it myself. Hopefully I remember this time. Good thing there's no damage or anything like that, or we could be in real trouble. Nope. Nope. Yeah, the bump apparently is smoother over there. He didn't do the little bump and jump turn. That's all right. Looks like with the other guy trucking along the same direction we are. 1, 2, 3 more passes each. Perhaps. I would think, I would think. For anybody who somehow captured or is in here now and looking for the speed stuff, it's not clickbait. And I'm not going to make you wait to the end. You got to go back to the beginning. That's when I did all the speed stuff. A little bit that there was. But I'm also not taking it back out, so next time when I jump into the Bigfoot and I forget about it, yeah, that'll be fun. I'm not going to remember that I did that most likely, and I'm going to take off at 300 miles an hour. Or more. Oh, speaking of, let's give us a little extra room there. There he goes. All right. Let's see if I'm right. So here's one pass. I'm guessing it's 3 each. That's my estimate. We'll see. Then again, the other guy's turning around is going to probably screw that up at least a little bit. Uh-huh. We'll find out, though. At least at this speed, these passes don't take that long. That's pretty nice. So here's going to be number 2. Yeah, it's really going to depend on if the other guy can turn in time to take his 3 at the same time I take mine. I don't think he's going to be able to do very well. Just getting it down to a science finally. Okay, there's 2 passes. Well, this will be number 2. This is the second pass. That's the way to say it. He'll be on his second. There might be a little left over. I don't think so, though. I think... yeah, he's already there. I don't even know if there's going to be 3-hole passes. There will be a third pass, but I don't think each of them have a third. So not a bad estimate. But if he's as close as I think they might be, I'm just going to let that guy finish it, I think. Let's see here. No, they do need a partial pass. All right. We're going to have a mid-pass collision, but that's fine. We got this. No problem. Yeah, I knew it was just going to be a little bit of an overhang. That's all right. We got the other guy coming back. This guy going this way. What we will do... God, I really wish there was actually a little more of an overlap than this, but... this is going to be kind of a pain, but actually not really. Go just a little further. He's going to take his sweet time turning around. I'm not going to stop him until I think I need to. Might be able to get my pass done before he turns around. I don't know. Not quite. Not quite. All right. Get out of his way. Get ready to get back online. Once he goes by. All right. My turn. Okay. Now we have picked the whole damn field. All right. Get this back to the house. Where? Oh, you know what? Before I go there, I'm gonna go down here quick. Drifting my stone trailer. Oh, I was thinking maybe I left it down here, but I don't see any trailers over there either. All right, whee! I have no idea where that other stone trailer's at. That is really odd. Hey. Yep, I have no idea. It just disappeared, I tell you. Go through the back here and hopefully not get hit by a train. Um, okay, get the other... Where is he? Where are you going? No, you're done. Aren't you? Wait. Isn't it done? Why the hell would he turn around to go do another lap? I'm not going back for 2 stones. Hell no. Alright. Well. Get back there. Damn, this thing's got a lot of rock in it. Heavy enough to slow this thing down, apparently. Let's empty this one, shall we? Can't even hit 40 miles an hour regularly. Oh, there, now I finally picked up a little speed. We can put stone in here, can't we? Yeah, alright. Maybe that'll help him pick up speed again. Won't be carrying quite so much weight. Alright, fold back up. Now let's see what happens. Get over 30 mile an hour or 40 mile an hour pretty easy. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it was just... He's just a little overweight. He's a little chunky. My little chunky monkey. Alright. Yeah, you know what? I was gonna put him behind the other one, and then I realized if I need to take him out, I need the rig, I mean, because I only have so many of those. I'm just better off just parking them up there. All right, now check the fields. We don't need stones anymore. We're gonna need to go back to, let's check weeds real quick, because I don't remember if I did that on everything. Those are all dead. Good to go. Oh, but yeah, there it is. The other tractor. Might as well put the other planter out too, huh? Seems like that would make some sense. Worth a try. I have so many of them. I don't like that red one, though. I don't think I'm going to use that one. I think we'll just put out 3. Could probably sell it, but... Makes me look like I have more diverse equipment than I... Oh, wait, that's not even the red... That, I did... No, there's... There they are. There's two red ones over there. I don't like those. Those kind of suck. The modeling isn't quite right. It, when it raises and lowers, it bucks the tractor, no matter how big the tractor is, even if it's way oversized for the equipment. It doesn't do its thing properly. It'll actually lift your front end off the air, or up in the air, no matter... Your tractor could be double the size or triple the size that thing needs, and it's like, nah. I'm way too heavy right now. No, you're not. Promise. Which way is he going to want to turn? I guess we can probably see if we can force him to turn the right way. I want him to go to the south. We'll stick with this guy for a minute and see if we can force him to do that. Or if, well, I mean, that's kind of why I picked this side to go that way, because if they want to turn to the south, I'm going to kind of give this guy his best chance to turn south. But yeah, good times. Takes a little longer for these guys to get where they need to be, though. Trying to think if I left or if I fixed. Whoops. Trying to think if I saved that file for the tricked out Big Bud. Remember if I saved it or not. I hope I did, because that thing was great. It was freaking great. It was dumb as hell, but it was great. Yeah. Yeah. That was a good time. I liked it. What's up, Texas? Is that you, Johnny? All right. Let's see. We're going to have to wait a little bit here to find out if he's going to turn the correct direction or not. I had a feeling. How's things? Never seen somebody change their name so much, dude. Uh-huh. You good? Glad to hear it. I apparently forgot and went to the next month without planting my field. I didn't even notice it hadn't been planted yet. I just noticed all of a sudden I had a ton of weeds. And nothing else. So yeah, we've been plowing, rock picking, and now we're finally getting to planting. You notice the name of the stream, you want to look at the speed stuff, go back to the beginning of the stream. That's where I was showing the little modifications I've made to like the truck and a couple of things that now go ridiculous speeds. Not a normal YouTuber. I don't wait and clickbait till the end of the stream. You can find that stuff right away. All right. Let's see. Is he going to take a left, or is he going to screw us over and take a right just because I don't want him to? I have faith. I think he's going to turn left. I think he's the smart one. We're going to try to be optimistic here. Oh, you son of a bitch are making a liar out of me. God damn it. All right, I'll do it myself. But now, will he do it the right way on the next pass? That's going to be our next question. There. All right, good enough. That's close enough to get for government work. Let's do it. Plant it. All right, we'll see if he can do it correctly on the next one. Just seems like these helpers are being arbitrarily inconvenient more than usual today. But we will have to wait and see if he can. I mean, maybe it's just that he didn't have any reference point. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he's not stupid. Maybe he just didn't know any better yet. Unlike the rock picker who... How many chances did I give that guy to get the right direction? Like 5? And he kept turning back on the work he had already done. That just doesn't make any sense. None. Oh, man. I tell you, what a world. Alrighty. Well, unfortunately, there's no way to speed this up at the current moment, so we don't get to find out the answer sooner than just waiting the normal time. It's just as fast as we can go, apparently. I'm in a hurry because I don't know how much actual faith I have in him. I'm trying to pretend to have faith, but I don't know that I have any real faith in him. I don't know. They've let me down too many times today already. I'm trying to remain optimistic, but I just really just want to know the answer right now. I just want to know. I need to know. Oh, come on. Let's see. I have 3 of these, right? Yeah, 3 of these planters and 2 of the red ones. That's fine. I don't think I want to put out another one. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I kind of started this with the plan of only having 3. Why does he look like he's leaving a patch right there, doesn't he? That line doesn't look right. What the hell's up with that? That's weird because I have ended up with a line on this field several times. And I thought it was just the way the cultivators had missed each other by a line. I know once was, and I didn't bother to just pick it up, but almost looks like there's something bugged out in the field. I guess we'll find out if it grows, huh? Because, yeah, that seems about the right place. I think there might be something bugged out in the field. That'd be weird. Because it's all been plowed up and reconditioned and all that. Hell, I just replowed it again, and I know I covered every inch of it this time, so... Definitely, the planter definitely went over it. Hey, turn left so you can turn right. He's turning left. He's turning right. Oh, have mercy. It might have actually done a thing properly. Okay, yeah. I had a feeling if we got to the second row on that one, it might be okay, but... after the way the rock picker was acting so stupid, I wasn't taking any chances. My hopes could only get dashed so many times in one day. All right. Oh yeah, speaking of backing things up and trailers and whatnot, I got to re-practice doing that again last weekend. I haven't driven my trailer in... How long have I been doing Twitch? Over 6 years? Yeah, I haven't driven the trailer in 5.5 years then. And that was an interesting experience. I had to back it into some really narrow areas, and I had no rear view mirror because the Jeep is still full of stuff from the storage unit. So I only had the side mirrors to use, and they're not that big on that Jeep. I had to do it the last time when there was no light. It was dead dark, and I had nobody with like a flashlight or anything. I had to back it in blind. And I had less than 2 feet of extra space without hitting things. That was fun. That was a fun one, I tell you. We got her in there. I got her in there on the first try, actually, so all my skills for backing up trailers ain't gone, I guess. They're a little rustier than I'd have liked, but yeah, it did all right. I'm actually not terribly unhappy with how that went. Had to do a lot of maneuvering to get it into the first place where I was just pulling it out to get it out of the way. But yeah, the big thing is, if you've ever driven trailers before, the length of the trailer makes a big difference as to how easy it is. Like this planter we're looking at here. The tires on the planter, they're way set back from the tractor itself. This would be really easy to back up. It listens really well. The closer those wheels are to the rear axle on the vehicle you're towing it with, the more twitchy and I don't want to say unpredictable, but they're a lot more sensitive to every steering wheel input you give them. Whereas the further back they are, it's just more smooth and they feel more controlled. And unfortunately, my trailer is a very short trailer. So that's what makes it more difficult. It was one of these longer trailers. It's a lot easier to deal with the longer ones. My brother used to drive semi, and he used to tell me that all the time. He always said, I can't drive those little trailers, but I can take a big, 18-wheeler anywhere you want. I can back it all the way down an alley or whatever. Yeah, but he always had trouble with the little trailers, so I always did the little trailers, and he would take care of the big ones if I wasn't around. But yeah, the big ones are so much smoother to use, so much easier. They just listen so much better. That's the only way I can think to put it. That's the only way to think that I could put it, I guess. But yeah, the shorter they get, man, they get just twitchy, and it's so easy to jackknife the short ones too. Which I did not do, but I think if anybody would have been watching me when I was trying to maneuver it into its different spot when I first pulled her out, I think they would have thought I was trying to jackknife it or, screwing up. But I wasn't. I just had to reposition it to a very sharp angle. So I had to almost jackknife it before straightening out, and then I could pull it straight back in. But it was controlled. It just looked bad, in my opinion, if a person didn't know what they were watching. Didn't know the plan. But yeah, it seems counterintuitive, doesn't it, that a small trailer would be harder to back up and whatnot than a large trailer? It seems backwards, doesn't it? Most of the time, the bigger something is, the harder it is to work with. Giggity. Yeah. I know, my mind's filthy. I can't help it. But, yeah, for some reason, when it comes to trailers, that is an opposite problem. So, yeah, interesting. Well, I think, though, we are on the home stretch. Nothing left but just sitting and watching planting. I think that'll about do her for today. Just gonna let this run while I go. As always, I got a bunch more crap to do. I had the air conditioner or one of the two air conditioners yesterday after I got home from working on her car. I had that all torn apart and was cleaning it up and stuff like that. So I still got a bunch of things to do with that. And just, real life, too much of it getting in the way of a good time, damn it. But we'll see you guys again next Thursday. Hopefully I got some better updates again. Kind of like that other time when I had fixed most of the problems and then a bunch of new problems came up. Yeah, well, hopefully this next batch, once I get these sorted, will be done for a while. I'm not 100%, but I mean, gotten a lot of major issues taken care of. I can't see too many potential ones coming. And we're even, if this electric thing I'm talking about works out, I might even have less of them to worry about going forward for at least through the winter, which that would be awesome. So, yeah, in which case, and also that also gives me a cheaper power supply. So yeah, we could have more option to be here more frequently with less fear of running out of battery power on the overnight. So I don't know. I'm kind of liking this new plan. When I know more about it, I'll let you guys know more about it. But yeah, so far, I mean, I like the idea. So far, I like the idea. We'll see how it works out. I'm still testing some stuff, but I know for sure I can run at least one air conditioner off the inverter, so that's off the batteries. But unfortunately, it only runs for about an hour per battery, so I got looking at a 50 amp charger that should be able to run off of a household plug that I think would be able to keep up with the battery usage while the air conditioner is running. And anyway, there's a lot to it. And if it actually works out, I'll explain it in case anybody else is running an RV in the future and needs a way to do things that you really shouldn't have to do. But anyway, later, guys. Take care. Thanks for coming out as always. I appreciate it. Anybody watching later on YouTube, like I say, if you got answers to those questions about why that guy was always turning to the wrong direction for the helper, appreciate it. Leave a message in the comments or comment. You know what I mean. Anyway, see you guys later. Bye-bye.